absolutely bucketing down rain outside. Half of the road is actually flooded. So I thought, why not do my video review, sorry, not video review, video reply to Funky on his 20,000 subs and 2 million views giveaway contest. Now, he wanted to know basically what is our all-time favorite knife that has some sort of special meaning to us, you know. Not a review on a knife itself, but probably more along the lines of can't even remember what he said now. Sorry Darren, I only watched your video just a few hours ago. I have a few, and I'll explain a little bit about them. So I'll put these ones away. Okay, I'll change the camera angles so that you can see them better. Coffee. Okay, what knife has a special meaning to you? I'd have to narrow it down to these four. One of the very first pocket knives that I purchased as a young adult was this. It's my little Coral Creek made by Kershaw, and this went with me when I moved out of home for the first time, and it wasn't under good circumstances. I actually got into a massive argument with my parents, and as a result was basically kicked out of home. So yeah, this was the first thing I grabbed and put in my pocket. Then I grabbed some of my other gear, and not only did I leave home, not only did I leave Brisbane, but I also left the state. And I actually moved interstate, all the way down to Victoria, to Melbourne, and this knife came with me. This knife also caused, it's really difficult to actually show, but I've actually got a cut on my hand here, which goes from there all the way around to there. Yeah, you can't really see it on this angle, but that was actually done by this little beauty. I was chopping onions with it, and I didn't want to put it down where it could be knocked onto the floor or stuff like food prep going on top of it, so I thought I'd be smart and actually turned upside down like this and jab it into the wooden block so that everybody could see it and no one would cut themselves. But in doing so, my hand slipped and went straight down over the blade. Sliced my hand open there and needed 4 deep stitches to seal it. The cut itself didn't hurt. The onion juice that got into the cut burnt like all buggery. So yeah, this little Coral Creek knife made by Kershaw has definitely been christened. So this was my first folding knife that I purchased from a shop. This little knife, this little folder, little gentleman's folder, I got this from an antique shop. The lady in the shop didn't know what she had. Let's see if I can show you a close up. This little one. Got it from an antique shop. It's got a brand name there called Hedge or Reg, which I can't really make out, but it's got Sheffield, England stamped on it. and the scales are silver. The hallmarks right there. And I only paid a few dollars for this because it was mixed in a box of other little trinkets and other cheap pocket knives that were absolute rubbish. So I got this for a few dollars. So this is a really good find, and I really like that knife. Now this one, also a Kershaw. It's my very first Ken Onion inspired knife, made by Kershaw in collaboration with Ken Onion. His name is just there, and it has that very unique Ken Onion shape to it. Made in the USA, and it's a frame lock with very grippy strips just here, so like a black deck tread type of material. I'm not sure what you call it in the States. Very abrasive, so it gives good grip. Very smooth action. Very quiet. Also very sharp. Great, we've got another ball pouch. But the one knife that has special meaning to me is my very first ever pocket knife. I have done research like you wouldn't believe to try and find more info on this without success. This has got a stamp that says Anand brand, A-N-A-N-D B-R-A-N-D, Anand brand. It is very cheaply made. Got wood scales that I can identify. 1, 2, so yeah, 1 pin here, which is the pivoting pin, and 3 pins on the scales. And this is my very first ever pocket knife. And I cannot find any information about it at all. Anand brand comes up with 0 results on a Google search, and I've tried on knife forums and no one can identify it, or no one's ever seen one like it. But this was my very first knife as a kid, and I used to go into the woods with this and did a lot of cutting and carving, and it stood the test of time. I've had this for between 35 and 40 years now, and I've sharpened it a few times, and it holds an edge. So I don't know what steel it is, but it does hold an edge. I'll give you a close-up shot of this now. So there you have it. Of all the knives I've got, this one is the most sentimental to me. I'd love to show you my first ever fixed blade, but that has been missing now for years, and it was the Scout model Mora, one with the wooden handle and a metal guard. So there you have it, Darren. The little Anand brand is my very first knife. And that's the one that's the most sentimental to me. Even though these other ones do have history, especially this little bugger. This one bites. Oh, that's my very first ever knife job. I was doing work experience at Australian Airlines overhaul machine shop, where they repair and upgrade jet engines. And being a work experience student, I didn't have much to do, so I grabbed some files and very slowly and very carefully added these saw teeth. So that's something that you won't see on the Kershaw Coral Creek, is saw teeth. And I also got to thank you, Darren, because of this video, about a year ago, actually no longer than a year ago, I misplaced three very expensive camera batteries, which are for this camera. And I paid a lot of money for these and misplaced them and thought I'd actually lost them. I'm going through my knife bag to get these out. I found them again, so they've been sitting in a knife bag at the bottom for over a year, so I think they need to be charged up. So thanks for that, Darren. Because of you, I found my batteries again. Alright guys, that's it. I will see you guys in the next video. I'm getting back into my coffee, so cheers. Yum.